Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Do you know that Britain came perilously close to having a blackout this weekend? Thursday and Friday and into the wee small hours of today, we saw some very, very low temperatures. Some apparently as low as -20. Where I am, it got down about as -7. It was very, very cold. But there was also no wind. And what does this mean? Well, it means all those wind turbines are standing idle. It's still costing us money. We have to pay the generators. We have to pay the people who own them, even though they are not generating wind. So it's still very, very expensive to not generate electricity. But the point is, we weren't generating electricity. And of course, it being at night, there was no solar either. So we have this thing where we're going to have all these solar cells that don't work at night and all these wind farms that don't work when there's no wind. And we're going to have this running in the middle of winter when it's cold and people need to warm up, need to put their lights on, need to put their heating on. And even if you've got gas central heating, you still need electricity, of course. Drive the pump. And so what happens? Well, the grid almost blacked out. It was absolutely down to the wire. Only 580 megawatts across the whole country spare capacity. Sounds a lot, but it really isn't. That was how close it got. An independent energy consultant called Catherine Porter described it as the tightest day of electricity generation since at least 2011, possibly before. The National Grid had to issue its first electric market notice of the winter, along with a third capacity market notice, although the latter was quickly binned. No surprise that the cold weather, of course, means means more energy required. But the capacity market notice is them telling the government that they are on emergency reserves. They are basically pulling the taps full on and burning everything they can get, including all the gas and all the gas reserves in these things, as well as pumping the few nuclear energy providers all the way up to full capacity, which is never a good idea. They try never to put a nuclear station up to full capacity, but they had to. But this sharp drop in wind output caused it. So Ed Miliband, the genius that is Ed Miliband, who wants to switch us all to unreliable energy, very nearly caused a massive blackout across the entire country. That would have resulted, of course, in deaths. It absolutely would have killed people. Limited electrical imports from Europe. We can't buy them from Europe. Europe have got a kind of control on how much we can buy from them, ironically. And the grid was absolutely pushing it to keep the lights on. 580 megawatts. It's wafer thin. And despite the inconvenient truth that renewable energy just doesn't work, it's not reliable, they are still pushing on with it. They still want to get rid of all the reliable output that we have, such as gas and nuclear. We need more. We need 36 nuclear power stations just to power the cars, another 40 just to power the houses, and then maybe something in the region of about 120 just to power industry. It takes 30 years to build one in this country, so don't hold your breath and just be prepared. Go and buy yourself a generator because you're going to need it if you want to have any power in your house. Generators are the way forward, aren't they? Let's all buy nice diesel generators so that we've got plenty of power. Burn all that diesel. It's good. Good for the environment because, global warming. Then you won't need quite as much energy, will you? Because it'll be warmer outside. These people are absolute anuses, aren't they? If ever you see Miliband, just look up in the dictionary the word bell end and it'll actually say Ed Miliband. Thanks a lot. Bye.